it's always a great morning. We're up, we're standing, we're drinking our coffee, we're having a good day. I found Tiffany Jones at our front door, and she was right here on time. We've had this date planned for a little while. Welcome, Tiffany.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, indeed. You brought along your husband, Ed. That's a great thing, too. And we've got coming up Christmas season, which is always a time of joy. And for some kids, we've got to work a little bit harder to make it joyful for them. And that's why we're so grateful that Toys for Tots is around here and has been for a long, long time.
Yes, it has.
And talk about this year's campaign, because we've got a little bit of a special pressure on all of us. And what they say is that, yeah, you'll be able to find toys at every store. You just may not be able to find the ones you're looking for. Well, all of us who have kids know what toys are hot with our children, and they would be hot with all children. So they say if you're going to start your Christmas shopping this year, you really ought to start it like right now to get the kind of choice that you'd want. And if you're shopping for Toys for Tot kids, you know, our hearts go out to them, and the fact that they need a little bit of help means we want to do a great, righteous job for them as well. So we got to get started a little bit early. And you've got some collection points set up now, you were telling me.
Yes, sir. We have about 28 collection sites, drop sites, that's what we call them, already set up right now. Our campaign begins October 1st every year. Doesn't matter what day that is. We start put out our boxes for the individuals to donate. We also have a wish list on our Toys for Tots Facebook page, and that's TFT Cumberland and Robeson on Facebook. Or you can go to our website, www.toysfortots.org. Find your local campaign. That's the link I would like everyone to click on, because you will be directed to look up North Carolina as well as Cumberland County, and you'll find ways to donate, ways to get involved, ways to support us through monetary donations online. But please make sure it's the Cumberland and Robeson County Toys for Tots page, and we do support both counties. So your donation, if it's collected in Cumberland County, it stays in Cumberland County. If it's collected in Robeson County, then we support the organizations down in Robeson County that are helping families this Christmas season.
Well, that's really great. Now, how did you become involved in Toys for Tots, in particular being what you're called a local community organizer?
Yes, sir. I'm the local campaign organizer for Cumberland and Robeson County. 2 years ago, our business manager at our office, and I work for a local company here, challenged us to go out and give back to the community. And for me as a child, I remember receiving Toys for Tots toys from Toys for Tots, and also as a ROTC cadet in high school, we raised money for the Marine Toys for Tots. So since I was familiar with that organization, I reached out to Mr. Don Bennett, an amazing coordinator for the last 5-6 years, and decided to have a fundraiser to get a donation of toys to give in 2019.
Wow.
And he was very busy, as he always is, giving back to the community, and he asked would I like to take the program over and be the campaign coordinator. And I said sure, not really understanding what I was getting myself into, but I love it. It's super joyous to see the families when they come to pick up the toys, how much joy that fills their heart, and how grateful that they are for what we were able to provide. And that's solely because of the community and all of us coming together to help one another.
Well, so well said. And I just love Don Bennett Jr. I've known him for a long, long time.
Yes, sir.
And so when he said, well, we found a coordinator for Toys for Tots, because I called him up to say, hey, what you want to talk about this year? She said, well, I've got a great coordinator. Her name is Tiffany Jones. And it turns out, I think Don's brother was a Marine Corps Reserve officer. You're actually retired from the Army.
Yes, sir. I retired June 2020 after 26 wonderful years in the United States Army. And now I'm enjoying retired life and trying to give back to the community.
Well, God bless you for that. And it looks like they made a great choice, and I appreciate your efforts. When you take on these big projects like this, and volunteerism is just so important in this country, especially now where, things are kind of upside down with the virus and all that. And you wonder, how am I going to get all of this done? But you learn, you adapt, you make things fit, you try to efficientize. And I understand completely how that works, because people have said, Paul, you're always trying to put 5 pounds of stuff into a 2-pound sack. And probably the same is true for you, Tiffany. Your husband's nothing. So I know that that's true. However, you see the joy in what happens when somebody receives something unexpected. And that's the miracle that Toys for Tots has been doing for years. So once again, if somebody goes out and gets a toy, they bring it to a drop spot, is what you called it.
Yes, sir. They can. Right now, our biggest need is a building or warehouse space to run our operation this year. And we partner with the Salvation Army very closely. So as they're collecting donations for their angel tree, we are also assisting with those efforts. But we've always shared for the last 5 years about a 10,000 square foot building together, where we had one half and they had the other half. Right now we do not have a facility or a building to even begin to, once the bins get full at the locations that we do have drop boxes, to take them, sort them, and then start preparing them to pass out to families. So if anyone knows of a gracious donor that would allow us to use their building, as long as it's not pouring through the ceiling, we'll take it. We would probably need it for about 2 months. That is our biggest need. But if there's local individuals or families that want to donate to Toys for Tots, you can go on our website and look for our program sponsors, and you will see a list of businesses that already have the donation bins in them, and you'll probably also see a poster on their window that says they're our Toys for Tots sponsor, and you can just drop it in there. If not, when we do have a building, I will definitely post that on our Facebook page, and you can always just drop the donation at our warehouse, wherever that's going to be.
What is that Facebook page?
It's TFT Cumberland and Robeson.
Okay, TST Cumberland Robeson.
Yes, sir.
On Facebook.
Yes, sir.
And TFT is Toys for Tots.
Yes, sir.
And as you look for the Toys for Tots logo in the windows of stores, it's still the toy train, correct?
Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, it's a wonderful collection effort, a wonderful charity, something that you can feel so good about. And I'm looking at your beaming smile right now, and I can see in that the smiles I've seen from kids who benefit from this program. And it's a special, special kind of effort, and boy, we appreciate you coming by today. So TFT Cumberland Robeson on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Or you can search Toys for Tots. Make sure you get on North Carolina and then get to Cumberland County or Robeson County, and learn where the places are that you can make some donations. Tiffany Jones, you've come here with the word that you've kicked off the campaign. You're expecting most of the action to take place after November, because that's when most people traditionally have done their Christmas shopping. The financial the commerce experts are telling us we need to start a little bit earlier this year because of supply chain disruptions if you want to have the best selection. And selecting for Toys for Tots would be the same for selecting for your own family. So please, get hot on it and get going and help Tiffany and help the collections. And in doing so, you're helping our needy neighbors.
Yes.
And they coordinate with the Salvation Army and the Angel Tree programs, as you mentioned. And it's just so worthwhile. And I want to thank, my friend Don Bennett Jr. for hooking us up so that we can talk about that. Tiffany, I'm going to keep your phone number. We're going to continue staying in touch. Meanwhile, if somebody wants to get in touch with me here, if you got some space to donate, they need about 10,000 square feet for about 2 months' time. So, by the end of the year, they'd be all done. But the fact of the matter is, they're looking for 10,000 feet. If you can't think of any other way than to call me here at 484-1490. 484-1490 dials right into the studio. And if I'm here between 6 and 9 in the morning, they can call right here. They can leave a message at our Beasley Media Group switchboard, 486-2000. Or, come by and see us at 508 Person Street, and, we'll be glad to take you up on the donation of space. Meanwhile, we hope everybody helps out Toys for Tots this year. You're so well spoken. I'll tell you what, if I could do my interviews and have the guests do 80% of the talking without prompts, just off the top of her head, then life would be such a joy and dream for the kid here.
You're very kind, Mr. Johnson. I am a total nervous wreck, but thank you.
Well, I love working with you already, and we've just met. So we're going to stay in touch. Tiffany Jones from Toys for Tots has been our guest for the past several minutes. Please keep Toys for Tots in your mind as we go forward this holiday season, because the work that they do is just so vital, so cool, and the joy you're going to bring to a child's face, there's nothing that compares to that.
Nothing.